Have you ever had a chance to be a hero? I was in class when I saw William, the kid who always sat in the back row, come up and slip a note into my open bag. I took the note out, curious, and my stomach immediately regretted breakfast. The note read, "There will be a fire after lunch before the assembly. At 11 a.m., this is your chance to stop it." I paled. That was a half an hour from now. I looked at my class, calm, unaware. I tried to think of what my next steps were. I didn't want to cause a panic, and I couldn't leave my class unattended. The classroom door opened, and Mr. Quinn, the teacher who had this classroom next period, came in. I hadn't even heard the bell ring. "Everything okay?" he asked, smiling as students rushed out of the class. He looked at me like he wanted to ask why I was shaking a little, but thought better of it. "Yeah," I said quickly. Way too quickly. "Just grading. I'll be out of your way." I quickly stuffed the quizzes into my bag and rushed out of the classroom. If I went to the office now, knowing my principal, I'd risk being dismissed for overreacting or starting chaos. Or I'd be blamed if it turned out to be nothing. I saw William leaning against a wall pretending to scroll on his phone, but I could see him twitching, like he would jump the minute someone said boo. I figured the kid knew something. I also knew I had to act. I pretended to go to my office like I usually did this time of day for my planning period. The hallways had emptied as students were in their classes now. Each step felt like a countdown in the hallway. Every second, I felt like I was going to vomit. I reached my office and grabbed my phone. Then I realized how stupid that seemed. Who was I going to call? I had ruled out the office and the principal. Should I call security? Police? My mind raced. The note didn't say who was going to set the fire, just the time. Could it have been William? Was he warning me, or was he involved? I had to see. I walked towards a utility room near the other end of the hallway. The janitor was restocking cleaning supplies. I slipped past. If he saw me, he'd wonder why I was wandering the halls. Then I found the storage room. There was a glint of metal, a small can of gasoline tucked in a shelf. I heard footsteps. It was William. "Stop! Don't move!" I said. He froze. "Don't tell anyone." Panic was in William's voice. "I didn't want anyone to get hurt," he said. "You were going to set the school on fire." I said, my voice going an octave higher in panic. "Do you know what could have happened?" I say, shocked. "I didn't think it would be this bad. I just wanted to scare people a bit." "It was a prank," William said. I was furious. "A prank could kill people," I stated. Then the fire alarm actually sounded. Someone had pulled it. My head spun. That's when I saw movement in the stairwell. William was shaking and panicking, but the real arsonist wasn't him. I grabbed William's arm and pulled him with me after the shadow. "Come on, we've got to catch him," I yelled. We followed them up the stairs and towards the science labs. The fire alarm screamed in my ears as we rushed into the classroom. There he was, Zachary, a senior who was well known for his behavioral issues. He had the chemical cabinet open and lit the match. "Stop!" I screamed, and without thinking tried to tackle him. It was too late. As we rolled away from the cabinets, it burst into flames. William grabbed the fire extinguisher and aimed, but it was too big and too hot. The fire alarm continued to screech. I grabbed both boys and rushed us out of the room and downstairs to where the rest of the school was. The principal came up to us just as the police, a fire truck, and ambulance arrived. "Who did this?" the principal demanded. "Zachary," I said. Zachary looked actually shocked that he had done it as the entire wing went up in flames. The police took Zachary to the police station. Firefighters worked to put out the fire. "Thank you for trying to stop it. You probably saved a lot of lives," the principal told me later as I was getting treated for burns. I was just glad I read the note.